Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess every day in every way, trusting patterns over promises. Pisces, don't let anybody steal your shine, okay? Keep shining, keep smiling. All right, these are a little too big. I can't shuffle the regular way. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Just one more. Wow. We got Farewell to the Moon. Card number 17 breaks down to 8. So there's a little bit of strength here, and you get some seashells in your hair. With that crescent moon on your left shoulder. Shout out to anybody with a crescent moon or a left shoulder tat. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and the lunar cycles. So when we see images of the full moon is supposed to represent your completeness, your fullness. Did I say this recently? The full moon represents your fullness. It's a mirror. The cycles of nature are a mirror of you. So when the moon is full, it's a time for us to look at, where am I full? And allow yourself to release anything that you might be carrying or holding that at one point served a purpose and no longer does. And where can I celebrate my fullness, my wholeness, my accomplishments, my achievements, my healing milestones, moments of joy? Where have I allowed myself to be a full, complete soul having a human experience? So what that means is like we are so ethereal, right? Like we Pisces are like, we're up in the stars, we're up in the skies, we're so comfortable down in the depths of the water and up in the vast, endless multiverse. And that's our superpower. What sets Pisces apart is when you're able to use that superpower and ground it into your human experience and having a full, sentient, present human experience. This is giving there's something that they want you to say goodbye to, but like not in some catastrophic, detrimental, grieving way. You're showing up as full. There's a little throat chakra energy coming through here. You're showing up as full. Is there an area of your life that you're being called to celebrate yourself? I know the full moon's next week, next Thursday, but since this is coming out now, it's like, where can you celebrate your fullness, your wholeness that maybe you haven't been giving yourself credit for? And what lesson or pattern or burden or just an energy are you carrying that you no longer need? You're allowed to bid it farewell, stripping down a little bit, carrying less of that energy, you know? I'm a former teacher, and this is like a little toxic hoarding intel. I've gotten so much better, but in my garage I have a box, like a Tupperware storage bin of like old teaching supplies. I have not been in a classroom since I was like 29 years old. Well, it's like 9 years. It's things like that. I'm like, are you carrying anything energetically or physically that's like, this served and you might hold it dear, but it's like, is it really serving anything for you now? Can you bid it farewell to make room for what's to come? We have the wave of power coming through next, a surge of power, upswing in energy, and exhilarating movement. I love this. So this is saying, can you clear that space because there's a wave coming in, Pisces. And this wave of energy is going to inspire and motivate you or assist you in gaining momentum for this next chapter. This is card number 42, breaks down to 6, and 6 is a number of harmony. If you think about harmony, it's when all of the individual pieces are doing their job, and at the same time, it's creating this larger, effective result, project, creation, song, right? So strength and harmony are your undercurrent vibes here. The strength card, big Leo energy. Farewell to the moon, big Leo. Some of you are being called to allow yourself to see yourself, I think, in a new cycle. There's a new cycle you've entered into, but you might be looking at yourself in the mirror or in your mind from an outdated, antiquated, expired view. And when you allow yourself to finally, this actually feels like the message. When you allow yourself to look at yourself of who you really are today vibrationally, take inventory of the healing that you've done, the new habits and patterns you've developed. Take inventory of the shadow work and shadow healing you've done. Maybe looking at ways that you used to be triggered, maybe a little bit more easily or more sensitively, and now showing up a little bit stronger, grounded in your vibration, in your self-honoring, in your respect. This new wave of like looking at yourself from an updated, I'm seeing like the iOS update, like looking at yourself from an updated point of view is actually going to wash some inspiration and motivation over you, making you more powerful in this new vibration. I love it. Claim it, babe. Just a good vibration. This is the Way Home deck for anybody who asks. Tell me about this new perception, this new perspective and viewpoint of Pisces. This new way of looking at themselves. That is way too many. Wow. I love that. 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands. This is, okay, when it comes to yourself, they want you to see this sun. It's just, okay, the moon and the sun. Again, the sun is just peeking up over this hill. This is like your light. You're only seeing, sorry for yelling, you're only seeing like this crescent of your light, of your sunrise, of your arrival in this new frequency and vibration. They want you to keep walking forward so that you can actually see yourself in the fullness. I just said this morning to someone too. This fullness, this new version of you, it's because of the fire you walked through. It's tunnel vision. You see this upside down triangle? It's tunnel vision. It's recognizing, it's also, this is giving past energy, or maybe you're still walking through this fire right now. But this is giving like at the end of this fire that you walk through, no matter how many times you missed, no matter how many times you got hit, you still end up at this 6 of Wands victorious place where you get to watch yourself rise to the frequency of your fullness. I'm sitting down today. Normally I'm standing, but I need to rest my body. I love it. And 6 and 5 is 11. 11 Wands is Master Manifester. You know what, Pisces? When you start to look at yourself from this new vibration, this new perspective, you're actually going to be able to manifest faster. You're going to recognize, maybe that's a little spiritual homework, is taking note of what were the last few manifestations. Hi, Neptune. What were the last few manifestations you called in successfully, and just taking note of them. Hello, miss. Okay. Neptune says maybe even check your intuition notebook or journal if you got one of those, and recognizing all the times your spidey senses were right. Anything else for... Okay, the universe is at the bottom. This is the World card, and if you look, this is the Borealis lights, and I don't know, did anybody here see the Borealis lights? I tried. I know some of the high priestesses in the community did. I tried, but it was really cloudy where I was, and I was kind of outside the range. But this is like a special shout out. If any of you were looking at the Borealis lights, am I saying that right? Over the weekend, if you had some kind of aha, an epiphany, or a moment of peace or tranquility, a download during that moment, or an idea come to you, trust that. I looked up the spiritual meaning. So beautiful. There's so many different interpretations of the Borealis lights, but one of them was like, it's believed to be essentially universal spirit guides. It's like spirit guides for the collective versus an individual. And it's a reminder that you are not alone. You are not alone. And that the more you believe in limitlessness, the more you can call it in. Like, when in our lifetime would we ever think we could see the borealis lights from like upstate Western New York or wherever else? You know, I feel like it was the path of totality got to see the borealis lights. I could be wrong, but I was like, wow, because Buffalo got, you know, path of totality and the borealis lights. I have a lot of friends there. So if you had any connection, you were able to see the lights, anything happened that night, that was like a little message for you of like, hey, see how unbelievably miraculous things can turn without anyone even being able to predict it. Can you start looking at yourself like that too? That's the message, Pisces. Holy guac. And there's 3 shooting stars here. So anybody who has an affinity for shooting stars, you just recently saw a shooting star. 3 shooting stars represent wishes. 11 is manifesting, it's magic, it's wishes. Even if you haven't seen these stars, can you allow yourself to look at yourself in the way that we look at the borealis lights, in the way that we look at the full moon? There is fullness and awe and wonder. Can you allow yourself to look at you like that so that you can call in the awe and wonder that you want to experience in this life? Oh my gosh, I have such a cuddly baby. Pisces, smooch that love button for your magic, babe. Anything else for the 6 and 5 of Wands? Thank you, Spirit. 4 of Swords. Ooh, 2 of Pentacles. Snakes are a symbol of transformation. Hold on. If you've been going back and forth about a decision, they want you to know that you're allowed to go a little bit slower here. You're allowed to take your time. There's going to be some clarity that you arrive on. It's like by revisiting one of your options, something becomes clearer. I'm going to go a little deeper on that because that doesn't feel... If you revisit one of your options, it becomes clearer. Give me one more on that. It's the idea that brings you the most joy, the idea that allows you to collaborate with others or impact others, the idea that brings forth harvest. Please interpret that as you need to. But again, there's this orange pumpkin in the bottom right. So I'm getting that harmony energy again. Orange and the number 6 both represent harmony. So whatever decision you're going back and forth on, the clarity will come from more stillness and rest. So if you need to take a day off work, mental health day, do that. If you need to take a day off the phone and technology, do that. The decision that is rooted in some kind of like support you receive or you impacting others through joy, that's the path they want you to go down. Pure intentions, taking action from pure intention and enlightenment is going to yield the greatest results for this decision. I think that this decision that you're sitting on, you're going back and forth about, you might be going back and forth about it because you're not fully integrating this new perspective of yourself. That also feels like the message. 2, 3, 4. They used to be the first 3 digits of my grandma's phone number. 2, 3, 4. That's sequence. That really feels like that. They want you to look at yourself in this new light, taking your time to do that. Maybe you need to journal it and then read it out loud to yourself. Maybe you need to record yourself on your phone just for you, saying who it is that you are, the things that you've achieved, the beingness that you are. If we're not focusing on achievements, just like the beingness, the beautiful beingness, the healing, the radiance and love that you emit. But there's some kind of decision or back and forth energy that will be clarified easier if you start looking at you from the lens of you now versus you, whoever you were 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, you know? Anything else for this? It's hard for me to shuffle now. She's sleeping on my arm. Wow, that is it, Pisces. Oh, I love that. This is bringing you into closer union with your angels, your guides, your feminine and masculine energy. The Lover's card represents, it's the story of the Garden of Eden, right? It's the masculine, with the burning bush behind him represents like the fire we experience from spiritual inspiration. And the feminine represents the fruitfulness or the manifestation, the ability to create. And if you look, the masculine, for my tarot students, the masculine looks at the feminine in the way that the feminines look to divinity. It's kind of like, I don't love hierarchy, but there's a little bit of hierarchy in terms of the like creation process or the spiritual evolution process. The divine feminine looks to the divine masculine looks to the divine feminine, and the divine resides over these two. Anyway, all that to say, this story of the Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve, it's about free will and choice. You are being presented with a harmonious choice. It will be clearer for you when you start looking at yourself from an elevated perspective. There's also an element of angelic protection here. So if you have been leaning into your guardian angels or any past loved ones, if you've been praying to them for support or clarity, that's here. There's a little Gemini energy, and we're coming up on Gemini season in like less than a week, I think. So expect this wave to come in by Gemini season, as I think whether you look at yourself in this new updated way or not, this wave is coming. But this wave, you'll be able to surf it or ride it or use it to your advantage better if you recognize the newness and fullness of you. Yeah, I love this. So a little Kundalini rising energy here too, for anybody who's been moving through a Kundalini awakening. It's ultimately your choice. There's a lot of enlightenment here, though. You're allowed to look at yourself from an improved perspective. You're allowed to give yourself permission to look at yourself fonder. I dig. Oh, miss, can I scooch you? I'm so sorry. Mwah. Thank you, babe. All right. All right, let's get some juice on this wave of power. Pisces, come hang out with me tomorrow night. I'm going to go live on YouTube. I haven't in like 7 or 8 months. I've been waiting out this wild portal. But let's play. Come hang out. Submit some Ask a Priestess questions if you want. That link is pinned in the comment below. I'm also going to see if I can open that option up in the live chat. Surge of power, upswing in energy. Okay, 6 of Cups, Mother of Wands. This is, it's like Stella got her groove back, right? But this is like you realizing, oh my God, the sweet nectar of my divine fire is real. Yes, it is, Pisces. Tell me about this wave of power, this harmony. Whoa, baby, baby, it's a wild world. The Hierophant. This is the spiritual teacher. It's also the higher level of commitment. This is saying, like, by you recognizing your ascension, your vibration, the new version of you, and you integrate that embodiment, you are essentially checking off the boxes of this spiritual lesson and committing to this new frequency. When you start to look at yourself from this ascended frequency, you're also going to be invited to make decisions, make choices from that ascended frequency. It's all free will. Even this card, Major Arcana, which is like an overarching, longer period of time, higher self guided energy, the card itself represents free will. All of these cards are representing your free will. So they want you to align your free will with this new ascended vibration. So it's like, you know that expression, fake it till you make it? Some people will act and dress and practice thinking and speaking like the person they would like to become or create or manifest. It's kind of like that. Like once you start looking at yourself from this iOS update, you're also going to be making decisions from that iOS update. And it actually looks like things are easier when that happens. But there's maybe a little fear holding you back from allowing yourself to look at yourself from this higher level perspective. Yeah, Mother of Wands again at the bottom. This is the Shadow Work Queen. Foofy woofy. So there is some like deep, oh my God, some deep shadow work that's been done, or healing that's been done, that's allowed for your glow to radiate a little brighter. Again, there's this like walking through the fire energy here. Mother of Wands, King of Pentacles, Six of Cups. There could be someone coming in, or a stable energy. What do you call that? That's stacked on top. You ever hear of habit stacking? Where they're like, if you want to create a new habit, stack it onto something that you already do. So it's like, if you already, when you wake up in the morning, like they say, like wake up and just hit play. Instead of grabbing your phone for social media, hit play on like a queued up YouTube meditation. Just stack it. Like I sit up in bed, I hit play. Instead of I sit up in bed and I check my texts. Habit stacking. This is giving, there's some kind of stability, a new viewpoint. Even like this King of Pentacles at the top of the mountain, right? He's enjoying the view. Both of them are open-armed about this too. So this is giving like, when you allow yourself to look at you from the new improved lens of like, oh my God, I really have healed these things about me. I have improved how I experience the world. I've, you know, improved my achievements. I've brought something in for myself. There's like some stacking of stability and sweet savoring of your experiences that come with this recognition. All they're asking you to do, I'm like long-winded about this, all they're asking you to do is start looking at yourself in this new way of like the new you. Can I get a little more on this Hierophant wave of power? I was going to say this. I was going to say that King of Pentacles, like something's coming in, and I was like, well, the King of Pentacles is sitting. Like he's already in the energy of success. But here it is, Daughter of Pentacles, something comes in. This is like a new growth, a new offer. It could be a message or an invite, but this is giving that Pentacles energy is like to grow in your stability. A little more on the Pentacles. Love it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Twice out here, Three of Cups. And the Sun. Wish fulfillment. A brand new beginning. 2 days in a row with the aces. And remember yesterday's reading? It was like one ace turned to two. One pentacle turned to two. And two pentacles turned to 10. That quantum leaping of your abundance. When you look at yourself from this new vibration, this wave of power washes over you and allows you to move with the gifts that you are receiving much faster than you were before. This is going to assist in that quantum leaping, but it's in this 3D world now. You've already mastered the ethereal spiritual world, the mental, emotional heart space, the spiritual space. Like you kind of were born into this. Of course, you're always going to improve as a Pisces, but like you know that realm so well. They're giving us a lot of practice and free will in the 3D so that we can master the 3D. This is also giving a little dissolution of the old perspective of Pisces in general. You know, like the crybabies, so sensitive, very spiritual, but never grounded. They live in a fantasy world. This reading is giving like, look at the ascension you've given yourself from those places, the healing you've given yourself, and now show the world that you can make magic into reality. Ground it into reality. And how do you ground it into reality? Making decisions from a higher level of vibration, a higher level of healing. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups. There's some kind of unique offer that's coming to you. And again, it's multiplied. When you open an oyster, to find one pearl it's amazing. It feels magical. It's like a shooting star. To open an oyster and have 3 pearls is like, oh my literal God. So there's some kind of unique offer coming in for you. We saw that yesterday. It's already taken some kind of root, and it's going to bring you this full sunrise, being fully seen in the light. experiencing full joy, happiness, gratitude, being like, I know what to do with this energy now. I'm celebrating this unique gift, this unique wave, this unique path. You know what else, Pisces? See the mycelium, the 3 mushrooms connecting? I don't know if you know this, but mushrooms communicate with each other through the mycelium, through the interconnectedness. And it's like an advanced form of communication, and mushrooms are considered an advanced form of fungi. Actually, little factoid, this is, I know I'm being a very annoying teacher. We have more DNA commonalities with mushrooms, specifically fungi, than they do with plants. We are more similar to fungi than they are to plants. It's an advanced species. They're able to adapt and like communicate with each other and move. Like the whole community of mushrooms are able to move and then sprout where they need to. That is something here. Recognizing who you are is going to allow you to advance movement in a powerful way that's grounded in, this looks like 2 offers, Daughter of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Something's coming to you from someone else. The source is always source though. And Ace of Pentacles, that's like from the divine, straight up, like lands in your lap, it lands in your email, it lands in your brain, and you're like, I'm able to ground this, I know what to do with this. It's unique, it brings you so much joy. Inner child healing. There's no shadows in this card, which is so interesting. So that means this is high noon, high levels of power, high levels of commitment. Oh my God, I'm so into this. Bottom of the deck is the moon. That's wild. 2 full moons, babe. Big emphasis on like, hey, are you howling at your fullness, at your light, at the journey that you've taken through the darkness and this new emergence of your new vibration? Okay. Tell me about also the sun and the moon both being out. That's the balance of night and day. It's the balance of your light and your shadow. It's a testament to some kind of shadow work. Shadow work being like, I'm moving with and through the fear every day instead of numbing it, eating it away, drinking it away, effing it away, smoking it away, complaining it away. Like, this is for the people who are like moving with or have been moving with a big fear or limitation, or looking at themselves in both the light and the shadow to emerge in this higher vibration, more healed version of self, so that you can have a more expansive human experience. And that's always naturally going to impact the world around you, even though we're not seeing a ton of that here, a little bit with the 3 of Cups, but this always is going to impact the world at large. Okay. Yes. Sun and the moon is also that balance of divine feminine and divine masculine. And we saw that yesterday with the Empress twice and the Emperor. Any additional insight on the Pentacles and the Sun? This is, look at that. Judgment, 7 of Wands, Tarot students. Didn't we get the Judgment yesterday too? This Judgment is like, will you rise to your ascended vibration and protect it, 7 of Wands, card of Ascension. Protect it with your spiritual prowess. This comes in when you answer the call. Hold on, there's something else. It is back to this decisions. Card number 20 breaks down to 2. It's coming back to decision making, the free will, 2 of Pentacles, the 20 here. The Lovers is choice. It comes back to your free will decision making that aligns with the vibration. And that's going to give me something on the 7 of Wands, like a little clearer. Page of Pentacles. Sorry, not what I meant to say. But double emphasis on the Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands, Ace of Swords. There's an element of protecting your crown chakra. Not from a place of paranoia, from a place of like, oh, I got a diamond, so let me learn how to clean a diamond. It's that kind of way. Take care of that crown chakra. There are gems of ideas coming in, and these gems of ideas are directly from divinity, and it's going to allow you to move down this new spiritual journey as a direct conduit of light and enlightenment, while also affording yourself some luxuries you might not have experienced before. Even if you're not on this path to experience luxuries, there is a specific pathway opening for you as you step into this recognition and begin making decisions from that. The reason that they suggest that we do this is because when we make decisions from a higher level of vibration, you become an OG radio and you send out a frequency of this higher level radio station. And what happens is that higher level radio station calls in and attracts higher level opportunities, listeners, investors, sponsors. I'm just using very like practical terms, but like apply that to you however that needs to be. And that's going to catapult you forward. 7 of Wands, Page of Wands, that's 8 wands altogether. Neptune confirming. She's saying that this is something you intuitively know, but there may have been a little bit of illusion or delusion holding you back. Perhaps because you haven't given yourself a minute to actually stop and reflect. Especially if you're like go, or business owner. They want you to take a minute, stop and reflect on this new, I'm repeating so hard, but reflecting on this new energy. This new version of you is going to make decisions from a new place. And when you do that, there's some kind of path and opportunity with provided support that's given to you, not lent to you. Well, maybe some of you are applying for a mortgage and that comes through. But this sun, this wish fulfillment, it's also a birthright. Judgment energy with the Hierophant, that combo. I'm cooking up a tarot combo course, guys. Stay tuned. The Hierophant and Judgment is like, how much God can we bring into the reading? Is like, hi, we have God on the line. Are you able to take the call? Like that's this combo. Is like, hi, the divine is on line 1. Will you answer? And you don't have to, but like, you know, they know where to find you. There's also an element here of experiencing a lot more joy in a new way of doing things or a new creative path. There's like a lot more celebration available to you, especially if things have been a grind lately. That Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords coming out is going to create, again, a little bit more harmony for you. And it's just going to be able to take you in this new direction a little bit more seamlessly. If it's giving coasting, like a little less grind and a little bit more flow. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. Wild. Big attractor energy. Oh my God, Queen of Cups also. I'll end this one. What? Do you need a microphone? Do you need to tell them something? Big Mama. This is beyond fertility. Even in this card, there's a river flowing into a waterfall in the background. That wave of power. The wave of power has been coming from you embodying your divinity. That's what the Empress and the Emperor are, divinity. That's what the Hierophant is, divinity. When you make free will decisions from this place, you're moving from consciously thinking to consciously being, integrating, embodying that energy. Big Taurus energy here, big connection to Venus. And this is also giving like you have all the skills that you need from 12 past lives for you to embody and ride this wave. I think there's just like a little fear, and that's totally okay. It's just a little fear. Let's get one of these. Can I get some closing energy for Pisces? Pisces, I hope I see you mañana at the YouTube live. We'll have a little happy hour fun. Anything else on this wave, this calling, this new path? 3 of Cups 3 times? Okay, they said what they said. This is going to bring you so much joy. 3, 3, 3, 3. Can someone look it up and drop it in the comments? What 3, 3, 3, 3 means? This is giving growth from every angle. As you walk this golden path of enlightenment, there's growth coming at you from every angle. All you need to do if you accept this mission, is start making decisions from this new perspective of yourself, and everything falls into place. Wow, 4 of Swords twice. 3 of Cups 3 times, 4 of Swords twice. You know what's so important about this? When you catch this wave by looking at yourself from this angle and making decisions from this like new level of being, you actually get more rest. You get more joy and you get more rest. 2 crescent moons with the sun in the middle is also giving a little nod to the High Priestess. So there's something that you already know about this. Like, you feel a wave coming in, or you know intuitively that you've had a level up, but you haven't given yourself a minute to actually catch up cognitively to this new perspective of you. That feels so right. Queen of Swords at the bottom. So much harmony. And the Queen of Swords is our boundary queen. So there's like a higher level of preservation of your light. And interpret that how you need to, but like the higher level of preservation of your light means knowing how to recognize your light and where to put it, the discernment of that. It's also giving like this is an alternative meaning for this card, but this specific card, you were able to actually get rid of an old thought pattern or neural pathway, but it may have been a little bit of a grueling process, but that old neural pathway is no longer there. And this new neural pathway actually believes in and honors the light versus being in a place of, I'm practicing believing in my light. This is like, no, actually, I believe it. I feel it. I see it now. Yeah, I dig. Anything else for Pisces? Thanks for being here. Pisces, can you smooch that love button for me? Oh my God. 1, 2, 3 suns also. 3 suns, 2 full moons, 2 crescent moons. Oh my God, claim it, Pisces. This is the pot of freaking gold at the end of the rainbow. You're being asked to be open to abundance, to believe. It's about believing. To believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. Wave of power. This is the first important step towards receiving it, believing it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Claim your pot of gold, my friend. Shout out to any of my Irish brethren out there. I love it. Oh, Pisces, I dig this so much. Can you smooch the love for me? Can you come hang out with me tomorrow at the YouTube Live? I would love to have some friends in the chat. We'll play some games, read some cards, ask some questions. Hold my hands. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing, Pisces. Shout out to everybody who came to the Reiki healing circle last night. Love yous. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Holding it at the top for 3, 2, 1. Releasing through the mouth. And affirm I am the Empress. Yes, you are, Pisces.